to sustain the wonder that this is the only time in eternity, this confluence period, the only time in eternity that I can know God, that I can explore total truth, that I can realize myself, that I can experience bliss. And often I ask the question, how am I really using this life? Am I using my time in a worthwhile way? And another question I sometimes ask myself, because it depends on your outlook. Am I fortune focused or am I misfortune focused? Do I look at the big picture, that I found Baba, I'm home to where I belong? Or do I get caught up in all the petty issues of life, the little conflicts, the little comments, the problems, the difficulties, the challenges? And when they dominate my thinking, I begin to forget the wonder of this life, being in the confluence age. It's the most exclusive club of the whole cycle. How many people belong to this club, this exclusive club, to know that this is the confluence stage? It's very, very few. And I remember in my early days in London, I did the course and I had a job in downtown London. And one day, I was walking in the back streets of London and there was some graffiti on the wall. And it said, someone had written in a very rough way on a big wall, oh where are the angels? Oh where are the angels? And I remember just standing looking at this and I thought, wow, that's us. And then I began to think, wow, that's me. And I really felt, the hearts of humanity are calling for us, the angels, to step up and play our part in this very cold and unfriendly and unhappy world. And I often really think about this because to me, this is the most magical time of the cycle. But I think we could say it's the most magical time of the magical time, because we're going to observe the glorification of God in this world. We're going to observe this extraordinary change in this world. It's such an extraordinary time. I believe the best years of the cycle are still to come. The best years, because we're going to watch the wonder that has been written about the whole cycle. God's glorification in this world, and we're a part of this amazing family of angels. It's wonderful just to think in this big way, because on the one hand, when you look at the world today, there's so much stress and anxiety, so much tension, and there's a whole lot of reasons we all know. But one part of knowledge I love is that the whole part is in the memory track of the human soul. My whole part, my past, my present, and my future. And I believe that the human souls, we're all a bit psychic, are tuning in that the near future is one of absolute chaos and upheaval. And so that's why sometimes people feel so lost and so depressed and so, anxious, because subtly people are picking up that the world is about to fall into this incredible chaos. But at the same time, people feel this is the time of God and his angels. And so what is in the memory track of we Brahmins? It's like we have the future in our memory track too. And our future is to step up and play our part of last cycle. And I think this is an amazing thing that often, it's like, I think Baba is invoking us, time is invoking us, drama is invoking us, the souls of the world are invoking us. Everyone wants, but we're saying, oh no, Baba, I'm not ready. But it's like that part is there invoking me in my memory track to step out of my limitations, to step out of the vision on myself which says I'm not good enough, I can't do it, to step truly into the confluence age of total self-respect, to play the part of last cycle. Because sometimes I think the greatest challenge is to accept my own greatness. You know, to have the self-respect, I'm Baba's child, it is my part to become an angel and play this role. And sometimes I think some of us think, oh no, it's just the daddies and the seniors will play that part. But no, you know, we're all going to play that part. And it's like Baba is really preparing us to do that. And I think so much of this life is really to step out of the limited vision I have on myself. The confluence age is the time where I let go the vision I've collected through the second half of the cycle. I'm not good, I can't do this, I haven't done this, I won't be able to do that. You know, I've boxed myself into these limitations. And that's like where I sit in my world of limitations. But actually, Baba wants me to step into his unlimited vision. And so many times I share my first meeting with Baba. When I came here in 1975, I was 2.5 months in Gagan. And in those days, Baba would come every second night or so. And my first meeting was in the history hall with about 50 Brahmins, maybe 70 Brahmins. It was such a small little organization. And Baba spoke to Murli, and Baba actually said in that Murli, the double foreigner season was 3. There were 3 of us. Times have changed, haven't they? And Baba said that so many foreigners will come. But at the end of the Murli in those days, they had personal meetings. And I sat in front of Baba. And Baba gave me drishti. Baba would always meet with drishti. And I had the experience that Baba's drishti went deep into the soul and scanned my memory track, you know? It's like, and his drishti fell on a part of me that had been forgotten. Sort of like the Sleeping Beauty story, you know, it's been sleeping. And it's almost like Baba's drishti fell on that and introduced me to my real self, my true self, my original self, my elevated self, my self-respect. And I can honestly say from that day something changed in me. There was something that shifted. And it's almost like I stepped out of my vision of limitation, of what I'm not, into God's vision. And to me, this is the whole story of the confluence age, is having the courage to step outside this very limited view of who I am. You know, that I'm not so educated, I haven't done this, I can't speak, I can't teach, I can't do anything. And actually step into God's vision as a world benefactor. Baba sees me in such a way, and the duty of a knowledgeful soul is to do that. If Baba says, child, you're a world benefactor, child, you're an angel, and I say, oh no, Baba, no, I'm not, you don't know what I'm like. Actually, Baba knows what I'm like. It's me who doesn't know what I'm like. And I think this is the great journey of the confluence age, to step into my elevated part, have the courage. It's invoking me at the moment. But I think that the first real step of the confluence age is self-realization. And I think that, you know, is there a day that Baba doesn't encourage us to go deeper and deeper into this first lesson? We are recreating a new world based on soul consciousness. The culture of the golden age is soul consciousness. We are the people recreating the original culture with our spiritual effort. The main service of the future is not really giving talks, but becoming soul conscious. Baba needs enough of us to recreate that culture in the world. And I often think, how far have I come? How far have I become soul conscious? And a few years ago, Baba said something which I reflect on a lot because it put a lot in perspective. Baba said, children, let go the eye of arrogance and the eye of disheartenment and emerge the eye of soul consciousness. Let go the eye of arrogance and the eye of disheartenment and emerge the eye of soul consciousness. And I began to think, if we have these three eyes inside of me, the eye of arrogance, the eye of disheartenment, and the eye of soul consciousness, which is more powerful? Which is more dominant? After all these years as Baba's child, am I really soul conscious, or am I still constantly fluctuating under the influence of my ego and my lack of self-respect? And I often think about this because it helps me understand where I am and whether I've really adopted this confluence age awareness of traveling back into this soul conscious state. Because the eye of arrogance or the eye of superiority has a whole internal structure. The way it thinks, the way it feels, the way it behaves. I know when I'm under the influence of the old me. This I thinks, I am better, I know more, I am right. This I always compares with others. In a split second, this I will be comparing myself with others' positioning. But it's when it comes into my feelings, when this eye is ruling, the eye of arrogance, when it comes into my feelings, that's when I feel disrespected, hurt, insulted, not valued, sensitive. Anyone here sensitive? We only have a few honest people in the I mean, we all get sensitive, right? Sensitivity is a form of ego. And what I find is that when I begin to see these feelings dominating my thinking, it's like I'm under the old self. The old self is ruling in my inner system. And when it comes into my behavior, I begin to think, I'm fine, you're the problem. In a sense, so far away from truth, so disconnected from truth. And so that first personality that Baba talked about, the eye of arrogance, still lives quite strongly. The second personality, and these are the personalities we're trying to work through and change, is the eye of disheartenment. Baba used that language. And actually, Daddy Jenki, when I first arrived, for the whole week, she's talking and saying that really she never gets disheartened, like losing hope, feeling hopeless about myself, losing self-respect. Because when this eye is ruling, and this is the powerful eye we all have to deal with in the confluence age,
Om Shanti, good morning everyone.
Om Shanti, Brother Gagan. Good morning.
Om Shanti, Brother Gagan.
Wow.
Om Shanti, Brother Makitayo Lawrence. How are you, sir?
I'm all right, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Happy
Brother Gagan, Baba's child is saying good morning, Brother Bitram.
Yes,
Brother Bitram, hi. Om Shanti.
Good morning.
Om Shanti.
Good
Om
morning.
Shanti. Om Shanti.
Thank you.
Om Shanti.
Good morning, Brother Lawrence, Brother Dio, Brother
Brother
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Welcome, Brother
Yes.
Samuel, Sister Bazi, and Brother Vibhav, one brother from India.
Good
all
morning,
are
sweet
welcome.
angels. Good morning,
Morning,
Good
sweet
angel.
morning,
angels.
Babasi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Brother Ita.
Good morning.
We see you.
And
Om Shanti.
sister.
Uh-huh.
Good morning,
Sister
all
Antoyo.
angels.
Hey,
Good
good
morning.
morning.
Baba,
No.
I can't run by you.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ma o.
Okay, Baba.
Àlàáfíà ni o.
Okay, Baba.
Brother-
Lawrence.
Hey, Dr. Peter. Good morning o.
Okay, Baba. Okay, sir.
Yeah, Doctor.
Om
Vibhav bhai,
Shanti.
welcome.
Uh,
One in Vibhav Mumbai, one brother from India also joined here. So,
Welcome, brother. Brother Bivav. Om Shanti.
Thank you.
yeah.
You're welcome, brother.
He is
Shanti, brother.
He is a
Shanti,
lecturer in a
brother.
college. Mr. Bazi, he is a
Yes,
lecturer
brother.
in a college and is a Kumar, Baba's. Yes, child.
Sorry, I didn't get you, Brother Gagan.
He is a lecturer in a college and he is a Kumar.
All right.
oh, that's very nice.
Welcome.
Welcome, brother.
You're
Welcome.
welcome, brother.
Welcome.
Welcome, brother. Namaskar.
So thank you. Now we start our Baba's Murli, sweet Murli, Baba's versions today. Thank you everyone for joining. And I hope you all like the Brother Charlie's Bhai class, Brother Charlie's class from Australia.
Yeah.
One of the most senior brother from Australia. He has done a lot of service in Australia, in other places. Even he visited Nigeria in 2014, 14 or 15. He visited for 7 days from Australia. So, thank you. Today's Murli is which date? 6th of
August.
6th of August. Please wait 1 minute. I downloaded and I read and I'm searching where it is. Yes, 6th of August 2020, Morning Murli Om Shanti Bhavdada. Today Baba is saying knowledge should be churned well by us. So let's listen well. So Baba says, sweet children, wake up early in the morning and think about how much a tiny soul makes such a huge body function. I, a soul, have an imperishable part recorded in me. Baba says, sweet children, wake up early in the morning and think about how such a tiny soul makes such a huge body function. I, a soul, have an imperishable part recorded in me. Question: what practice does Sibaba have and what practice does he not have? Baba asking question, what practice does Sibaba have and what practice does he not have? Baba's answer, Sibaba has the practice of, of decorating souls with jewels of knowledge. But he doesn't have the practice of decorating a body because he says, I do not have a body of my own. Although I take this one's body on loan, it is that soul that decorates his own body, like Brahma Baba. I don't do that. I am always bodiless. Song. Even though the world may change, we will not change or turn away. The soul says to the Father that the world may change, but I will not change. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Yeah. You children heard the song. Who heard it? You souls heard it with the ears of your bodies. You children now understand how tiny a soul is. When there is not a soul in a body, the body is of no use. Such a huge body functions with the support of such a tiny soul. No one in the world knows the soul that is present in this chariot. This is the throne of the soul, the immortal image. You children receive this knowledge. It is so entertaining and also meaningful. When you hear something meaningful, you continually think about it. Even the scientists, they are researching what is soul, but they can't see, they can't find the accurate meaning. Whatever Baba is explaining, they can't find it. And even the Baba says before, so many saints, sages, they also said they don't know, they don't know. Only Baba can speak about the soul and the Supreme Soul. No any human being, no any sages or sannyasis or any religion father who established their own religion. Nobody can explain what is soul and what is Supreme Soul. You children also continue to think about how such a tiny soul is in such a big something to think about. Sorry. You children also continue to think about how such a tiny soul is in such a big body. A part of 84 births is recorded in this soul. The body perishes and the soul remains. This is something to think about. Wake up in the morning and think about these things. Churn the knowledge. Children have now remembered that a soul is so tiny and has received an eternal part. Eternal part, because soul never die. Soul can become Sato-Pradhan, pure, again impure, but soul never die, soul never finish. Soul will go to the soul world, again come to the golden age. I, the soul, am so wonderful. This is new knowledge and no one in the world knows about it. Only the Father comes and tells you this. You have to keep thinking about how such a tiny soul plays his part. A body is made of the 5 elements. Baba doesn't know how Shiv Baba's soul comes and goes. Baba doesn't know how Shiv Baba's soul comes and goes. Baba here saying, which Baba doesn't know? Baba says, Baba doesn't know how Baba's soul comes and goes. So which Baba?
Brahma
Sister
Baba.
Noko, yes, Sister Noko says Brahma Baba, brother, Sister Basi also. Good. It isn't that he constantly stays in this body. Therefore, you should think about these things. No one else can receive such knowledge as this which the Father gives to you children. You know that this soul thank you. Sorry. You know that this soul, Brahma Baba's soul, truly did not have this knowledge before. No one at other spiritual gatherings ever thinks about these things. No one has the slightest knowledge of the soul or the supreme soul. Nobody in the world. They cannot tell about the soul and what is soul, what is supreme soul. Only the Father, our Shiv Baba, can speak. None of the sannyasis or holy men knows that it is a soul that gives mantras to others through this body. Souls study the scriptures. Souls study the scriptures with their bodies. Soul means I, the soul, I am studying scriptures through my body. This is my body. Not a single human being is soul conscious. In the whole world, in the Iron Age, everybody is a body conscious. No one has the knowledge of souls. Therefore, how could anyone have the knowledge of the Father? You children know that it is to you souls that the Father says, sweetest children, you are becoming so sensible. There is not a single human being who understands that the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, sits here and teaches the soul that is in this body. These matters have to be clearly understood. However, when you become busy with your business, etc., you forget. First of all, the Father gives you knowledge of souls. No human being has this knowledge. It is remembered that souls remained separated from the Supreme Soul for a long time. There is an account of this. You children know that it is a soul that speaks through a body. Each soul performs good or bad acts through a body. The Father comes and makes you souls so beautiful. Beautiful means pure. First of all, the Father says, when you wake up in the morning, practice thinking about what the soul who listens through your body is. The Father of souls is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, who is also called the Purifier and the Ocean of Knowledge. Therefore, how could any human being be called an ocean of happiness or an ocean of peace? As they say, no human being can be called an ocean of peace, ocean of happiness. Yes. Would you say that Lakshmi and Narayan are always oceans of purity? No. Only the one Father is constantly the ocean of purity. Human beings simply sit and speak about the scriptures of the path of devotion. They don't have any practical experience. They don't understand that it is souls that praise the Father through their bodies. He is our very sweet Baba. He alone is the bestower of happiness. The Father says, O souls, now follow my directions. You imperishable souls receive eternal directions from the eternal Father. Those perishable bodily beings receive directions from perishable bodily beings. In the golden age, you receive the reward you earn here. Understand? Baba says in the golden age, we receive the reward we earn here. Whatever we are earning, making our own fortune, that will be transformed to the golden age. So now we are earning the earning time in this confluence age. There no one receives wrong directions. The Srimad you are given now is eternal. It lasts for half the cycle. Whatever Baba is giving us the directions. Srimad. Sri means elevated. Mat means directions. The elevated directions from God, whatever is given by Him now, it will last for half the cycle. How? Like Baba is teaching us, you are a soul. Consider yourself as a soul. And as Baba says, be pure. So this purity and the soul consciousness, everything will last in the golden age and in the silver age. That is half the cycle. So that's why Baba says, this Baba's direction will last for half the cycle. This is new knowledge. One needs to have such an intellect that one is able to grasp this and then act upon it. Only those who have done devotion from the beginning will be able to imbibe this very well. Baba says, those who have done the devotion from the beginning. And when the devotion started, in the beginning, it is from when, Sister Noko? Yes, from the copper age. That means those who have started doing devotion from the copper age, they can imbibe very well. You should understand that if your intellect is unable to imbibe this well, you definitely have not done devotion from the beginning. The Father says, if you don't understand anything, they ask the Father because He is eternal surgeon. He is also called the Supreme Soul. When souls become pure, they are praised. When souls become impure, then the soul started praising, worshipping the deities. When there is praise of souls, there is also praise of their bodies. When soul is in Tamo Pradhan, means impure, even his body is not praised. Brahma Baba's body even not praised. At this time, you children receive very deep intellect. It is you souls that receive them. You souls have to become very sweet and give happiness to everyone. Baba is so sweet. He also makes souls very sweet. Practice. We souls should not perform any unrighteous actions. Check. Am I doing anything unrighteous? Would Shiva Baba do anything unrighteous? No. He comes to carry out the most elevated, benevolent task of all. Benevolent task of all. The Father is carrying out. He grants salvation to everyone. Therefore, you children have to perform the same task that the Father carries out. You have been told that those who have done a lot of devotion from the beginning will be able to retain this knowledge. Even now, there are many devotees of the deities. They are even ready to cut off their own heads. Those who have done little devotion continue to hang around the ones who have done a lot of devotion. They sing praise of them. Everything of theirs is physically visible. So you understand, Baba says, those who have done a lot of devotion, they can imbibe this knowledge, Baba's knowledge easily. But those who have done a small devotion, they will move around to their deities. They will worship their statue of the deities. Here you are incognito. Your intellects have the whole knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world. You children also know that the Father has come to teach us, and that we are now to go back home. The place where all souls reside is our home. Since there are no bodies there, how could there be any sound? Without a soul, a body becomes non-living. In the soul world, there is no body, there is no sound. Also, all the souls staying there as a point of light. Baba says, without a soul, body is dead, non-living. Human beings have so much attachment to their own bodies. When a soul leaves his body, only the 5 elements remain, and yet human beings still have so much love for that. You know, if the soul left, people loving the body too much. A wife is ready to climb onto her husband's funeral pyre. In before also in India, now the British government, so many leaders in India, so they complained to the government when British was ruling in India. They objected, please stop it. And also British government stopped. Because if the husband died and wife is alive, the wife also will jump in the husband's funeral pyre. In Hindu religion custom, they don't bury the body. They burn the body within 4, 5, or 7, 8 hours. So you think if the wife is alive, husband died, and the wife will, they will take the wife forcefully and put into the fire, or the wife will go happily that I am going with my husband who is my God, they believe. So it is very pathetic, painful, but British government stopped. There is so much attachment to that body. You now understand that you have to destroy all your attachment to the whole world. This body is going to be destroyed, so all attachment has to be removed from it. However, there is a lot of attachment. On the day of remembrance of a departed soul, a Brahmin priest is offered food. They indirectly offer food to the departed spirit. That soul cannot eat anything. You children now have to separate themselves from those things. Each one plays his own part in the drama. You know, before, if a soul left the body, the Brahmin priest, they were inviting, calling that soul, and that soul was coming. and to any other human being body and speak out. But that is stopped now. Even in India also there is a place in one Baba. He invoked the soul. The soul comes and speak out. It is proved. Proved means many people go there. Every day you go there, 100 people they're sitting, waiting to meet Baba. They have some juju. No, he's not a juju man. He's not doing juju. I have seen that, they, juju people, they do something. Evil spirit enter to another body, and they want that evil spirit comes or which body he entered. So that Baba allow the spirit go away, the soul go away. Yes. Yes. But I remember if a spirit enter to anybody and troubling, through Baba's remembrance continuously, the soul will go away. I have practically example I have done. So at this time you have the knowledge that you have to become destroyers of attachment. There is the story of the king who conquered attachment. There was not really a king who had conquered attachment. They just made up many stories. There is no untimely death there. Where? Yes, in the golden age, there is no untimely death. Baba says, Baba has given us the example of the snake, how the snake removes his old body and naturally, then he can run, the snake can run faster. The same thing, the snake knows I am not going to die because I am only removing my old skin and I will become young. The same thing in the golden age, the soul who leaves the body will have a vision that I am leaving this body and I will have another body. But now we are, because of body consciousness, we don't know about soul. That's why people, when they listen they are going to die, they cry. Or when they see their relatives passed away, they cry. Therefore, there is no question of asking about anything. It is at this time that you are made into conquerors of attachment. In the golden age, there are the kings who conquered attachment, as are the king and the queen, so they are subjects. Whole kingdom, everybody were the destroyer of attachment. No attached, they don't cry, don't feeling any sorrow if somebody left the body. In fact, that whole kingdom is of those who conquered attachment. It is in Ravan's kingdom that there is attachment. From the copper age, the attachment started, body conscious started, vicious thought started. There is no vice there, because Ravan's kingdom is not there. Ravan's kingdom disappears in golden and silver ages. No one knows anything about what happens in the kingdom of Rama. No one but the Father can tell you these things. Only Father can tell us. Although the Father is in this body, he still remains soul conscious. Even when a house is taken on loan or rented, there is still attachment to that house. People furnish their houses very well, That one doesn't need to furnish anything because the Father is bodiless. He doesn't have any practice of decorating a body. See, Baba, it takes a loan. He takes the body loan of Brahma. That's why Baba says, I don't have any body, so no need to practice of decorating a body. He only has the practice of decorating the children with the what is? Baba says he only has the practice of decorating the children with the imperishable jewels of knowledge. He explains to you the secrets of the beginning, the middle, and end of the world. This body is impure, but when he receives his next body, that will be pure. Brahma Baba's body will be pure. Not only Brahma Baba's body, we all will go there and become pure. The soul will become pure and body also. At this time, this world is old and has to be destroyed. No one in the world knows this. They will gradually come to know about it. Slowly, they will know that the world is going to be destroyed. It is only the Father's task to establish the new worlds and destroy the old worlds. The Father comes and creates creation through Brahma in order to establish the new world. Are you in the new world? No. The new world is being established. Now, confluence age. Therefore, the top knot of Brahmins is the highest. Baba has explained that when you come face to face with the Baba, first of all, remember that you are coming directly in front of God, the Father. Okay, so because when we go to Madhuban, our headquarters, Mount Abu, that time when Brahma Baba was alive, Baba was inside the Brahma Baba body. You are speaking to the God. You are sitting in front of God. Even those Baba's old child in Nigeria, like Sister Bazi, here Sister Bazi, Brother Lawrence, even Brother Benjamin. So they have visited Mount Abu, Madhuban. There is a big hall where 30,000 people decades can sit. So they have seen how God incarnated and God speaks directly to us. So they have experienced from 31st of March 1917. After then, Baba is not coming because the chariot of Baba, Dadi Guljar's body is not well. Her age is 90 plus, 93, 94 something. Not able to walk well even. So that's why Baba's role is decreasing. Decreasing means inside Baba is doing everything, but Baba is not coming to the front. Baba says, I am with you. I will be with you. I will take you to home. But Baba is now hiding himself. But Baba is helping through the mind. Baba says, I am with you always. But because Baba, when Brahma Baba was alive, Baba was coming every day. Baba used to come every day. After then, even 3 times a week, Baba was coming. But then after 2000, Baba was coming only 10, 11 times a year. But now Baba is coming. Baba, physically Baba is not coming, but subtle world we can meet Baba. And sometimes our trans messenger, they went to Baba in the subtle world, brings the message, Baba's elevated direction But Baba, how we run the Yogi Sanstha or some issues there. So Baba direct the children. Baba gives direction. So now Baba says, so that when we come face to face with the Baba, first of all, remember that you are coming directly in front of God the Father. See, Baba is incorporeal. How can you go face to face in front of him? Therefore, remember that Father. Now we cannot go, even we cannot go Madhuban. So that's why Baba says, we can remember Baba. Once Baba says, remembrance begets remembrance. When we remember Baba, Baba also remembers us. Then come in front of this Father physically. When we go to Mount Abu, Baba comes there. There you meet. But now, so the old videos shown in the Diamond Hall, and you feel Baba is in front of me, Baba is speaking to me. Such experience we have done. You know that he is sitting on this one. This body is impure. When you do something without being in remembrance of Shiv Baba, sin is accumulated. So Baba's remembrance, where Baba's remembrance, there is no sinful actions. We are going to see Baba, then in our next birth, we will have different relatives. There, we will go into the labs of deities. Only once do we receive this lab of God. You say, Baba, I now belong to you. There are many who have never even seen him. They live outside and they write to see Baba, Baba, I have become your adopted child. This is knowledge in the intellect. The soul says, I now belong to Shiv Baba. Before this, we were in the labs of impure ones. In the future, we will go into the labs of the pure deities. This birth is invaluable. You become as valuable as a diamond at the confluence edge. The confluence edge is not the meeting of the rivers of water with an ocean. There is the difference of day and night. The Brahmaputra river is the biggest river in India. It meets an ocean. Rivers flow into oceans. River, the soul. Ocean is God. You are the rivers of knowledge who have emerged from the ocean. So, Shiv Baba is the ocean of knowledge. The biggest river of all is the Brahmaputra river. This one's name is Brahma. He is so similar to the ocean. Okay, Brahma Baba. In the name of Brahma Baba, there is a big river that named is Brahmaputra. You know from where rivers emerge. They emerge from an ocean and then merge back into the ocean. How? Baba says the river comes from the ocean and merge again into the ocean. How? Because Baba is explaining how. Sweet water is drawn from an ocean, like sunshine comes and to the ocean, and the water steams and becomes cloud in the above. And again, as a rain, the water falls in the mountains. And from the mountains, water flows and become a river. And the same river again merged into the ocean. And again the ocean water steamed by the sun and go again in the sky. Again rain falls. This cycle goes on. You have merged from the ocean of knowledge, and all of you will then go back with him to where he resides. Are you all ready to go to the soul world? Think. Suddenly something happens, and I am flying with my father as a point of light. Soul world is far, far away, but soul can reach there within 1 second. Soul is faster than any rocket. You souls also stay there. The ocean of knowledge comes and makes you sweet and pure. He makes the soul that have become salty sweet again. We were salty. We are becoming sweet again. The salty rubbish of the 5 vices is removed from you, and you become Sattva Pradhan from Tama Pradhan. The Father inspires you to make a lot of effort. You were so Sattva Pradhan when you lived in heaven. You have now become completely dirty. Look what Ravan has made you. Look what Ravan has made you become. Only in Bharat is it remembered. A birth as invaluable as a diamond. Baba continues to ask you, why do you distress yourself chasing after cells? Cells means the kaudi. Kaudi means no value. In any case, you don't need many cells. The poor understand very quickly. Cells means the penny, the naira, the rubbish, means what they will destroy. Na? The wealthy believe that it is heaven here for them now. You children know that the birth of all human beings at this time is as worthless as a cell. Okay, Baba says the human being. So what is the value? Nothing. We too were like that. Look what Baba is now making us again. You have the aim and objective of changing from a human being into Narayan. Bharat is now poverty-stricken and worth a cell. The people of Bharat themselves don't know this. Here you are very ordinary, weak and innocent mothers. At the beginning, full of class was mothers. Only Vishwakeshwar Dada, Anand Kishore Dada and Brahma Baba. 3 male body, all are sisters and mothers. Important. People don't feel like sitting here. Instead, they go to big gatherings where there are great sannyasis and gurus. The Father says, I am the Lord of the poor. It is said that God protects the poor. You now know how wealthy you used to be. You are now once again becoming that. Baba writes that you are going to become multimillionaires. There is no fighting or battling there. Where? In the golden age, nobody will fight to give my property. Nobody will cheat to others. There is also so much bravery. Human beings need money. You children know that Baba is filling your treasure stores. Take as much wealth as you want for half the cycle. However, you do have to make full effort. Don't become don't become careless. It is said, follow the Father. By following the Father, this is what you will become. Lakshmi and Narayan from an ordinary man or woman. This is an important examination. Don't be even slightly careless in this. The Father is giving you Srimad, therefore you should follow it. Don't disobey the rules and regulations. You become elevated by following Srimad. The destination is very high. People a daily account as to whether there was a profit or a loss, how much you remember the Father, and to how many you showed the path. You are sticks or the blind. Each of you receives a third eye of knowledge. Baba has given us the third eye of knowledge. Acha. Can you hear me, sister? Om Shanti.
Yes, brother.
Om
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Baba says, Acha. Then, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children.
And the spiritual children.
Children say
Namaste.
Namaste and good morning, Peter Gagan.
Thank you. Yeah.
Who said that?
I know.
Spiritual mother.
No. Oh, John.
I know who says I know. Brother Baji.
Om Shanti, Gagan.
Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Welcome. Om Shanti. Thank you. Now, essence for dharana. Become just as sweet as the Father and give everyone happiness. Become just as sweet as the Father and give everyone happiness. Don't perform any unrighteous acts. Perform the most elevated task of benevolence. Point 2. Don't distress yourself chasing after selves. Make effort and make your life as valuable as a diamond. Don't be careless. Baba says, make effort and make your life as valuable as a diamond. Blessing. May you keep yourself safe from sin by your challenge and your practical life being equal and become a world server. Again, may you keep yourself safe from the sin by your challenge and your practical life being equal and become a world server. Details. Let there be equality in the challenge. Let there be equality in the challenge. You children issue and your practical lives. Otherwise, instead of becoming a charitable soul, you will become a burdened soul. Understand the philosophy of sin and charity and keep yourself safe because any types of weaknesses, even in your thoughts, wasteful words, wasteful intentions, or feelings of dislike or jealousy increase. Jealousy increase your account of sin. Therefore, with the blessing of may you be charitable, keep yourself safe and become a world server. Give the experience of one condition collectively and a stable stage. Om Shanti. Baba's slogan: when you light the flame of purity, when you light the flame of purity, everyone will easily be able to see the Father. So when you light the flame of purity, everywhere they will easily be able to see the Father. Om Shanti. Today's blessing, Baba says, we are the world server. Your practical life being equal and become a world server. Then people will follow us. No need to speak too much. No need. People have no time to listen from us. So our action should be revealed. The Baba will be revealed. Om Shanti.
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Shanti. Om Shanti.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
And
Brother Gagan.
now we can discuss the point from Brother Osita. You can start your point, please.
Okay. Thank you so much. Today's Murli humbles me, and it's going to stay with me for a long time. Yes. Today, Baba says, "Don't become careless."
Yeah.
It's direct and very precise. It is said, "Follow the Father. By following the Father, I'll become Narayan from the ordinary man that I am now." This is important examination, so I must not even slightly be careless. I don't have a choice, of being careless. The Father has given me Shrimat, therefore I should follow it. I can't disobey the rules and regulations because I can only become elevated by following Shrimat. I am here, and because the destination is very high, I must keep a daily account as to whether I'm making a profit or a loss through how much I remember the Father and through how much I show people the path. I should remember that I am the stick for the blind as I receive the third eye of knowledge. And then he ends talking to me personally. When I light the flame of purity everywhere,
yes,
I will easily be able to show people the Father. Acha.
Very good, brother.
Om Shanti.
Very nicely. Thank you,
Om
brother.
Shanti.
Yes, thank you. Now, next, Brother Dio. Yes. Brother Dio, are you listening, please? Okay. Any Brother Samuel, Brother Benjamin? Yes, please. Okay. You be ready, then let other people, other Baba's child speak. Brother Lawrence.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Today, Baba say we should become just as sweet as the Father and give everyone the happiness. We don't perform any unrighteous act, perform the most elevated task of benevolence. And Baba always stretching forward that don't distress yourself chasing after shares. Make effort and make your life as valuable as a diamond. Don't be careless.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Om Shanti. Our sister Badi, Brother Benjamin, Dio, and Brother Samu, are you ready now? Becoming ready?
Let Baba's child say his own, oh, Brother Gagan.
Yeah.
Let Brother Bikram say his own.
We said we learned about the immortal image of man. The body is controlled by a soul, and the soul is the driver of the body, and the soul is so small, and we have to develop it by abiding in the teaching of Baba.
Om Shanti. Say
Om Shanti.
Very good. Om Shanti. Now, Sister Badi.
Om Shanti.
Bibha Bhai, want
Okay, is the brother saying something?
That's why I'm asking. Biba Bhai, would you like to speak 1 point or 2 points?
Om Shanti all.
Om Shanti.
Baba says when we become pure, then we are worshipped. And when we become impure, then we are worshipping deities, or like we are worshipping ourselves. So we have to be make effort to become pure, and we should not be worried about why the others are not getting the Baba's knowledge, because the devotion is a factor. When the devotion is complete, then all will agree the Baba and follow the Baba. So we have to sincerely do service, and when the time comes, all will agree that Baba has the Supreme Soul, and they will come to the knowledge. Thank you all. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Biba Bhai, thank you. Yes. Now, Sister Basi.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Baba says that I should churn, you know, about the soul, so tiny in this big, massive body. And that with that, I will understand a lot of things, that how I, the soul, am God's child. And he says again that I am so wonderful. As tiny as I am, I'm so wonderful, you know. Baba is not talking about the body at all. He's seeing I, that soul, his child, always so beautiful, so glittering, so shining and everything. But when I'm in body consciousness, I'm all beclouded, you know, my sparkle is gone. So he has come again to make me so beautiful like him and so wonderful. And then I love the slogan that when I light the flame of purity, which is the foundation of our Brahmin life, everyone will easily be able to see the Father. I'll be able to reveal the Father easily for everyone around me. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Brother Bazi, your turn.
Om Shanti, brother.
Om
Brother Benjamin.
Om Shanti.
Brother Benjamin.
Hello, Om Shanti.
Yeah, Brother Bazi, you be ready after Benjamin, brother.
Brother Benjamin, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So Baba said that that we should practice we should have the practice of decorating our souls with jewels of knowledge.
Om Shanti. Hi, we are there with you. Om Shanti, are you too?
Baba said that we should have the practice of decorating our souls with jewels of knowledge. So, and he also said that he does not have the body of his own. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Benjamin.
Om Shanti.
Yes. Then Brother Samuel, sorry, Brother Bazi, please continue your point, please.
Is it Brother Bazi or Samuel or Benjamin? But tell Benjamin to keep his face looking like stone.
Benjamin passed, you will present.
In a night is my idiot. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Brother Bazi.
So many beards.
Are you a scientist?
Yes. Don't ask for
You're looking beautiful. Brother Bazi. You're looking very beautiful.
Very good.
Now, Brahma Baba.
It look like the old thing.
Yes. The devotional Brahma Baba has long ears.
Beards now.
Yes,
It's like Brahma
He's
with beards.
feeling great, touching there.
We should light up all souls, right? Something like that. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we are hearing you now.
I'm not happy that they're laughing at my beers. I don't have money for blades.
Oh, no,
They
they
should
are
just-
not
Hey, I will send you a packet of blades now.
enjoy. Enjoy.
I will send 10 packets.
Thank you.
Please send him a sharp knife instead.
Yes, a
Okay,
sharp
I will
knife,
send-
so I can use it both for my beers and for the kitchen. Baba says,
Yes, I will send you cutlass in addition.
okay, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
I'm finished.
Baba says Om Shanti.
I'm thinking.
The point they had in mind,
Please continue, Brother Bazi.
No, well. Oh, much.
Yes, your camera moved to other place. Yes.
Are you there?
Yes, everybody here, please.
Okay, Baba says, with purity, our light will shine. And when our light shine, we also light up other souls. And then we reveal the Father.
Yes.
Om Shanti.
Thank you. Om Shanti. Now, Brother Eta. Brother Eta is staying here in Nigeria Center. Yes, Brother Eta, please continue your point.
Om Shanti.
Om
Shanti.
Baba says it is a wonder how such a tiny soul
can power such a big body.
It is the soul that becomes pure and impure. A soul has 84
remember what I was thinking of. Baba says,
it is nobody in the world, no human being in the world knows what a soul is. Nor the supreme soul. Om Shanti.
Yes, Sister Onkoyo.
Om Shanti, angels. I love everything.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Sister Onkoyo.
Thank you. Yes, so much love the song. Baba said, even though the world may change, he will not change. And
I just put my phone.
So much love that we can't go away from Baba. I can't go away from you. Baba, I hold your hand and you hold my hand. Om Shanti.
Yeah, Om Shanti. Thank you. And my point, Baba said today that I don't decorate. I have no body, no body. I am a bodiless, so I don't decorate my body. But I don't have this practice. But you soul, I decorate you children with the jewels of knowledge. Yes. And
can I
Baba
ask
says,
a question, please?
Yes, please go ahead. Yes.
Did Baba not say that until you remember him, Baba does not remember you?
Yes, Baba says remembrance begets remembrance. Once we remember, then Baba has to remember us. Means remember means what? Baba's power will come. So once we connected accurately, like we know the knowledge, soul and supreme soul, we are accurately connected to the Father. Definitely Father's energy, power.
Did Baba say this today in today, Murli?
Which one? Biggest? No, Baba never told that remembrance.
No, that
remembrance,
until the soul remembers Baba, Baba does not remember the soul. Did he say it in today's Murli?
No.
You're right.
You say you are
Maybe not
Baba says,
Huh?
Baba says, the whole world, I don't know what is soul. Baba knows what is soul. And Baba says, we are the rivers of knowledge that is spreading out and giving. We are the stick for the blind. Yes, please. And Baba says, our thought, there should not be any slightest weakness, impurity, wasted thoughts. Because we challenge and we practice. So challenging and the practical life should be equal. If not, we cannot challenge. It will be fair. Thank you. Time is gone. Now we do meditation with 3 minutes, then we close. Or anything, anybody want to speak, any other point, something? Or every day we will show 10-15 minutes our senior brothers class or sisters class. Like today, from 6:40 to 7 o'clock, there was a class of brother Charlie. So it was very important. So because they are speaking about something experience, knowledge. So tomorrow also we will see Sister join this class 20 minutes or 15 minutes. Then we start Murli. So please join at least before 6:40. Join. Or 6:40 is okay. Okay. Thank you everyone. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Yes, we do meditation for 2 minutes. Silence, pin drop silence. Practice soul conscious. Go to the soul world. Stay there. Our home, sweet home, silence home. Thank you. Om Shanti. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you,
Om Shanti.
Bye. 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 Bye.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Thank you.